curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere.
Oh, that's it, Vicky. Now water over here.
Hi.
Hi.
Any mail?
No kiss.
Oh, honey.
Oh.
Hi, Vicky.
No kiss.
You don't kiss a robot.
It couldn't hurt.
Where'd she get that?
Oh, beats me. I guess she's picking up stuff from the television and throwaway papers and people who come to the door.
Who came to the door and said, kiss me, it couldn't hurt?
Here is your mail.
Thank you.
Oh, I got a letter from my friend Stephanie from New York. She sends her regards.
Oh, how is Stephanie, the struggling copywriter?
She just struggled her way to vice president of the company.
Really? She must have been struggling with the boss.
Well, as they say, she's come a long way, baby. Sometimes I wonder how I would have done if I'd chosen a career instead of just being an ordinary housewife.
Ordinary housewife? Do I detect a little envy there?
Yeah, I know that some women think that being a housewife is the pits. It's only natural that I wonder about what I missed.
Well, honey, if you're really serious about a job, it's not too late, you know.
You really don't think so?
No, you can have mine.
Thanks.
Well, come on, honey. I mean, you're an accredited teacher. You can always try that.
No, I'd rather have a job where I don't get beat up. You know, just yesterday, the owner of that chic boutique on Oak Avenue asked me if I'd be interested in a job there. She said that I'd be a perfect sales lady.
Selling dresses? Well, you would be if you're as good at selling as you are at buying.
Oh, it would be fun. It would give me a chance to be creative and mix with the public and even earn a little extra money.
Well, honey, go ahead. Go for it. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, but who'd run the house and take care of the cooking and cleaning?
Oh, how quickly they forget. Did you forget we just happened to have the best housekeeper, chief cook, and bottle washer around? Vicky.
Oh, that's true, Vicky.
She's probably half programmed already about household chores from watching television commercials. Right, Vicky?
Right, just a little glob of glitter, and I can beat the heck out of waxy yellow buildup.
You see what I mean? Okay, Vicky, for starters, you can go in the kitchen and set the table for dinner, okay?
I'm just an ordinary housewife.
Ted, you really wouldn't mind if I took that job?
Oh, honey. What makes you happy makes me happy. Just don't come home too tired to make me happy.
Never. Come here.
Oh, you animal.
Boy, you guys don't even wait till it's my bedtime anymore.
Hi, Jamie.
Dad, you should see this great bike the kid across the street just got. Mag wheels, 10-speed, digital speedometer.
The answer is no.
Gee, at least wait till I ask the question.
Jamie, what's wrong with your old bike?
It's old.
So's your father, but we still use him.
Dad, I'll make you a deal that'll save you a lot of money.
Oh, yeah? And what might that be?
If you buy me that bike now, you don't have to buy me a car later.
I'll tell you something that'll save me even more money. Earn it yourself. Get a job like your mother's doing.
Mom's getting a job? Why didn't you tell me things were this tough?
Honey, I'm getting a job for the challenge of it, not for the money. I better call the boutique and tell them that I'm interested.
If Mom's gonna be working, who's gonna fix our meals?
Well, I'm going to program Vicky to do that. You don't mind, do you?
Mind? I'm relieved. For one horrible minute, I thought that you'd do the cooking.
Joni, honey, why don't you sit down and eat a regular breakfast?
Oh, I'm too nervous about my first day on the job. Besides, I have to get you two on your way.
Vicky is programmed to do that.
Can I have some toast?
Vicky, some toast, please. Okay, on the double.
On the double.
Our daughter, the toaster.
You know, Dad, I was thinking about what you said about me making some money. And as long as I'm at it, why fool around? Go for the gold. How do you get rich?
Well, there are a couple of ways, Jamie. The first is you work hard all your life and save your money.
I'll take the other way.
Well, you marry a rich girl whose father worked hard all his life and saved all his money.
Oh, look at the time. Ted, if you're going to drop me off at the boutique, we better get going.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot about dinner.
I've scanned your cookbooks and can prepare anything except volume 2, page 44. The words are covered with gravy stains.
Well, Jamie, I've got an account at the market, and you can charge it if Vicky needs anything, okay? Well, come on, Ted. We gotta go.
Jamie, we're home.
Good evening.
Whoa.
Why don't you look cute?
I'm helping Vicky with dinner. It's almost ready.
Well, if I'd known I'd be waited on like this, I'd gone to work years ago.
How'd your first day go at the Boutique?
That's boutique.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, I did pretty good. In the first hour, I sold myself 2 dresses.
You see, Jamie, if your mother works long enough, we'll be bankrupt.
I invited my friend Reggie over to eat with us tonight. We're doing some homework together. Is that okay?
Sure, but be careful with Vicky. We don't want him to start getting suspicious about her, right?
Don't worry. Oh, you can come right in. Dinner's ready.
Oh, wonderful. And what fabulous dish has Vicky concocted?
Oh, something real special.
No. Let me guess. Clams Casino, perhaps?
Nope. Coco Bon, maybe? Nope.
The burritos are ready.
Whoa!
Hi. Hi, Reggie.
Thanks for having me over for dinner tonight.
Oh, sure.
May I help Madame with the chair?
Oh, why, thank you, kind sir.
Well, I've got to admit, that was the best burrito I've ever tasted.
Hey, anyone want seconds? Thirds? Vicky sort of made a few extra burritos.
Oh, how many?
62.
Oh, maybe tomorrow.
And a lot of tomorrows.
Why don't you two go relax? I'll clean up with Vicky and Reggie.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I could get used to this treatment very easily.
Come, my dear, and tell me about ladies trying to stuff 160 pounds of chubby into a 90-pound jumpsuit.
We better get these dishes done so we can do our homework.
Forget the we. Vicky, clear the table and wash the dishes. Put everything in the sink. Put everything in the sink.
Boy, you should push your sister around.
Oh, she doesn't mind. Detergent turns her on.
Maybe we better help her so there'll be some dishes left to wash.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
What are you gonna do with all those leftover burritos?
Well, I guess I could give them to the kids at school at lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Why give away anything that good?
What do you mean?
I think he means he's going to eat 62 burritos for lunch himself.
Man, you're gonna take off like a hot air balloon.
I'm not gonna eat them. I'm gonna sell them. Maybe this is a way to get rich. You know, like the Colonel and his chicken, and Ronald and his Big Mac. I'll be Burrito King.
Hey, yeah, I'll be Prince.
We
could be partners.
Yeah, I'll get 75% and you get 25.
What kind of partner is that?
A stupid one. Good afternoon.
Say, you look pretty cute today, little mama.
You're pretty cute yourself, Big Papa.
Well, all right.
Don't get your hopes up, Reggie. She heard that on the Bill Cosby show. You got a lot of housework to do, Vicky. Why don't you go clean the kitchen, okay? Okay. Being just an ordinary housewife is the pits.
Man, I still can't believe how fast we saw all those burritos at school.
It's because we're smart and only charged a dime. They couldn't resist the price.
At this rate, we'll be rich in no time.
We won't even have to go through puberty. We can hire someone to do it for us. Oh, no. Hi, guys. What do you want, Harriet? I happened to be looking out my window, and I happened to see you come home. Boy, living next to her is like living next to the CIA. And living next to you is like living next to an N-E-R-D. I only came over because the kids at school are talking about your burritos. I'd like to buy one. Here's my dime.
Thanks. We owe you one. We're all out.
Listen, Buster. You'll be out if you don't give me that dime back.
Okay. Don't get your pigtails in an uproar.
Harriet, we'll have more burritos tomorrow. Well, besides buying one, I've got a proposition for you, Jamie. No way, not if you were the last woman on Earth. Look, I'm talking business here, shrimp face. I can help you sell those burritos to my class at school. That is, my commission's right.
That's not a bad idea, Jamie. We could double the sales.
Yeah. Okay, Harriet, I'll give you a penny a burrito. A penny? Why, you cheapskate. Look, Harriet, I'll take it. See you, Mr. Big Backs.
Our folks are sure gonna be proud of us, Jamie.
Well, I'm not going to tell mine just yet. Not till I can say, Mom, Dad, your working days are over. Your carefree old age is starting early.
Think I'll do the same.
Yeah, we can do all the cooking after school and before my parents get home from work.
Good thinking. Boy, we've got a real good business going here.
A real big business. And I've got the perfect name for it. We'll call it IBM.
I think somebody thought of that first.
Not this IBM. Ours stands for International Burrito Makers. All right. Woo!
Man, all this money in just 1 week. I don't know what to do with it.
You want my advice? Money market. Or if you're really smart, tax-free municipal bonds.
I was thinking more along the lines of a leather jacket with studs on the shoulders.
Oh, get this, Reggie. What's for dinner tonight, Vicky? Chocolate chip pizza.
Out of sight.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I gave the boss at Joe's Diner one of our burritos. He liked it so much, he gave us a big order.
Joe's Diner? That's big time.
Yeah. The only problem is Joe needs them by tomorrow. which means we'll have to do the cooking after my parents go to sleep tonight.
But when will we sleep?
In school. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Bye, Mr. and Mrs. Lawson.
Nice talking to you again, Reg.
Is it okay if Reggie spends the night again tonight? More homework.
You're sure getting a lot of that lately. How come?
Well, I guess I'm just one of those special kids who's hooked on education.
Well, what are we having for dinner tonight, huh?
Trust me.
Oh, Ted, before I forget, I don't get my paycheck until Monday. Could you let me have a few dollars till then?
No, sure.
Oh, don't bother, Dad. I can let you have a few bucks, Mom. How about you, Dad? A little short?
Where'd you get all that money?
Well, you said I should earn money if I wanted things, so I am.
How are you earning it?
How? Well, just sort of doing my thing.
And just what exactly is your thing?
Well, if I told you, then you'd be rich instead of me.
Kid's all heart.
At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. What we need is a system. Vicky, lay out some tortillas. Commencing tortilla layout. Reggie, fill them with beans.
Commencing filling with beans.
And I'll fill them with meat. Now, fold.
Check.
Check. Check. This is wonderful. We've got an assembly line, like with cars.
Yeah. Eat your heart out, Lee Iacocca.
Who could that be at this hour? Oh. Hi. What are you doing here, Harriet? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I smelled your burritos and I got hungry, so I just followed my nose. Well, turn it around and follow it back home. That's not a very nice way to treat your star salesperson. I almost sold as many burritos as I ate.
Jamie, as long as she's here, let her help. We'll go faster.
That's correct. With 3 workers, we make 3 burritos every 12 seconds. With 4 workers, we could make 4 burritos every 12 seconds. Therefore, we should employ 1 more worker if they didn't enter the country illegally.
Don't ever do that when I have one of these in my hand.
Ted, you know you can't hit anything with a 1-iron. Oh, I told you I heard a noise. There's definitely somebody in the kitchen.
Yeah. And I smell something, too.
So do I. Be careful, they could be a burglar.
If it is, he's making burritos.
This is more like it. Now go.
Now we're getting some.
Yeah, this is more like it. Check. Check. Check.
Okay, freeze.
Uh-oh. We're either in trouble or we have 2 more workers available.
Just what do you kids think that you're doing?
Yes, just what do you kids think you're doing? We're making food for the needy people. Needy people all over the world. These are for the needy people at Joe's Diner.
Joe's Diner.
Well, the truth is, Dad, we went into the burrito business to make a lot of money.
Cleaning up.
We're the other IBM International Burrito Makers.
Why are you doing it in the middle of the night?
I just didn't want you guys to know about it till I was filthy rich.
You're doing real good with the filthy part.
Selling a lot of burritos.
Yeah, but they have to make 100 of them tonight for Joe's Diner.
100? Well, 100, it's say, 60 cents a piece? That's a lot of money. I'm impressed.
You're impressed 50 cents too much? He only charges a dime.
Only a dime? By the way, who's paying for all this stuff?
I just charged it at the market like you said, Mom.
Oh, no. I just had a horrible, horrible thought. And... horrible thought confirmed. Jamie, how much have you taken in since you started this conglomerate of yours?
Oh, about $43.
Honey, our bill at the market is $180.
What?
It's only cost you $137 to make your son the Burrito King.
There goes my allowance for the next 50 years.
And your Social Security, too.
Well, since I've been working, I've made about this much in commissions. I guess we can throw that in the pot.
Well, now, wait a minute, honey. I think I've got a better way to get us even.
How, Dad?
Well, since we've already been charged for all this stuff, let's not make 100 burritos tonight. Let's make 200.
Yeah!
Can we raise the price, please?
She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere. She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Jamie. How was school?
There's got to be more to life than school. Man cannot live by education alone.
Well, why don't you get a little playtime in until dinner?
Who is? I wish I had a brother. I'd even settle for a sister.
Well, maybe one of these days you'll have one.
That's what you keep saying. But I don't think you're really working on it.
Oh, honey, would you get that?
Hi, Jamie. Hi, Harriet.
Jamie, that was rude. That's no way to treat your neighbor.
I'm sorry, Mom, but she deserves it. Harriet's a pill and she's nosy. What a waste of womanhood.
Oh, well, there's your father. You can ask him to play with you. Hi, honey.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Uh-oh. I don't think I'll ask Dad to play with me.
I don't think I will either. What happened, Ted?
Well, I told you I was working on that special project at the lab.
Oh, the one you've been working on all those nights?
I didn't even tell my boss about it. Anyway, I decided it was in good enough shape to show it to him today. He wouldn't even discuss it.
Well, what is it? Why wouldn't he discuss it with you?
This.
It's a doll. A great big doll. Gee, Dad, a grown man playing with a doll at work?
Ted, I don't understand. Your company makes electronic gadgets. Those robots that weld cars and fill bottles and stick labels on cans.
That's right.
Well, then why would he be interested in a doll?
Joni, honey, this is not just a doll. It's an experimental VICI.
Give that to me in English.
VICI, that means Voice Input Child Identicant. It means it can be controlled by voice command. It's a computerized robot. And honey, this could be invaluable to society. Like it could teach in the schools or in the hospitals to help in therapy for speech-impaired or handicapped children. There are hundreds of practical uses for it.
Ted, it's a fabulous idea if you can do it.
You know something, Dad?
Yeah, what's that, Jamie?
You better stand back when a doll this size cries and wets.
Honey, this is just too important to give up. Now, I know it would be a big inconvenience, but would you mind if I worked on it?
At home?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I mean, no, I don't mind.
Oh, yeah, great, great.
In fact, I'd be relieved if you were here at home. I'd know what kind of doll you were working on nights.
Okay, here we go. Blink eyes. Wiggle nose. Now for the final touch. Respond to voice command. Open your eyes and stand up. Well, if I do say so myself, you are fantastic.
I'm fantastic.
Joni.
Dinner isn't ready yet.
Dinner?
That thing we do every night at the table that gets all the dishes dirty?
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, honey, I'm much too excited to eat. Now, after all these weeks of patiently waiting, I'd like you both to meet Vicky.
Vicky.
Oh, you're my voice input child identicant. VICI, I pronounce it Vicky.
Vicky. That's cute.
Come in here, Vicky. Say hello to my family.
Hello to my family.
Ted, are you putting us on? That's a real kid, right?
No, it's a robot.
Oh, Ted, that's incredible. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah. Get a load of this. What time is it, Vicky?
When you hear the tone, the time will be 5:43 and 20 seconds. Man, that's wild. Looks like a real girl, Dad. And it feels like a girl.
Oh, yeah, it's a new synthetic material they use for artificial limbs. Just like real skin. Huh?
And it smells like a girl.
Well, I used some of Mom's perfume. Do you like the way I dressed her, Joni? Oh, and that's real human hair. Do you like it, Joni? I mean, would you rather have a redhead?
No, that's all right. Please, put it back.
So how do you like it?
Ted, I'm lost for words. It's suddenly like having another child in the house.
Yeah, only this time I gave birth. Honey, the real question is, can it be programmed to have human values and emotions? Or even human faults? What a challenge, huh?
Dad, what do we say to her? Do we have to wind her up with a key or something?
No. It's activated by the light. You see, its eyes here are solar cells, and its brain is a data flow system using wafer-scale integration with the data pads hooked into a self-organizing systolic array processor.
That makes sense. Ted, how do we treat her?
Like it was a real child. It responds to any voice command, and I programmed it to know everything and to be able to do everything that a human 10-year-old can do. Well, at least it's supposed to. You have to remember that it's still in the experimental stage.
I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Jamie. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Vicky. Shake hands. Wow. Wow.
Can be used as a tape recorder, too.
Dad, can I keep Vicky in the cabinet with my other toys?
Oh, sure, I guess so.
Oh, Ted, you can't keep a child in a cabinet.
Honey, it's not a child. It's an it. It's a machine. It's an android. Here, look. See? It's an electronic device.
She's got wires inside instead of gizzards.
Joan, you have to keep remembering that it's not real.
It won't be easy.
Boy, this is a blast. I've got my own robot. That way, Vicky.
Now, Jamie, it's not perfected yet. You see what I mean? You gotta watch it every minute.
Vicky, are you okay?
Oh, bumping into the door must have affected the voice mode. Now I'm gonna have to take it all apart and examine the voice circuits.
I can fix it, Dad. I'm okay. Like I fixed the stereo.
Now, I don't want it out of the house, all right? And remember, Harriet's father works at my company, too, so not a word to her about this. I mean, this is what we call top secret, right?
Right. The toppest.
Okay.
Hi, Vicky. Open your eyes. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. We have to get up early because we've got work to do. Work to do. Come on out. That's my dirty shirt and socks over there. Pick them up and throw them in that laundry basket. And then I'll show you how to make my bed here. I think I've died and gone to heaven. It's my mom and dad's anniversary today. They've been married 11 years. You know what marriage is? Yes, men and women get married and they have babies. Right. Listen, did my dad happen to program you about how they do that? I do not have that information. I can't get it out of him either. Anyway, we're gonna surprise them and serve them breakfast in bed. But first I have to get dressed. Oh, I know you're a robot, but you're a girl one. And I don't even let my mom see me in my underwear. Would you please turn your head? Turn my head. Hey, you learn fast. We're gonna make my folks some eggs. You know what they are? They're in my memory bank, but I've never seen them. Well, this is an egg, see? And you have to be careful that you don't do that. They're very delicate. Delicate. Here, wipe your hands and give it back. Hi. What do you want, Harriet? Who's the new little girl in your house? Little girl? What little girl? The one that got here yesterday. The weird one. You said to give it back. There she is. Oh, you mean this weird little girl. Yeah. I'm Harriet. Who are you? I'm Vicky. Would you believe Vicky here's my sister and she just arrived? No way. It takes 9 months to have a sister. Well, the truth is, Vicky's my My cousin! Yeah! And she's leaving today. Boy, that was close. You're not supposed to be here. So if anyone happens to see you and ask you... I'll tell them I'm not here. No! You say you're my cousin. Got it? I'm your cousin. Got it. I really like you, Vicky. You're funny. Funny? You like me? Yeah, but you're too serious. You gotta lighten up, kid. Don't you ever smile? I'm not programmed to smile. Well, then I'll program you to. This is a smile. Got it? Got it. It needs work. I'll get my folks a grapefruit, and you can take all the stuff to them, okay? Okay. It's the first door in the hall on the left. Go in and say, "Good morning, happy anniversary from Jamie and me," and give it to them. Good morning, happy anniversary from Jamie and me, and give it to them. Right, but first I better put some water on for the coffee. It's empty. I'll have to wait till Dad gets up. These bottles are too heavy for me to lift. Okay, get going. Move it, Vicky. Move it. Holy cow! You said to move it. Put it down! Jeez, you're strong. I'm a mechanical device. Wow! Wow.
Good morning. Happy anniversary, honey. I said happy anniversary.
Anniversary. Great. Who got married?
Oh, we did. Oh, Ted, you've got to get your mind off your work once in a while.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, honey. Happy anniversary. And thanks for putting up with all this inconvenience.
That's it? That's all I get for 11 years and all this inconvenience?
Well, that was just a sample. Would you like to see the entire line?
Good morning.
I got to program her for better timing.
And to knock before entering. What's all this?
Happy anniversary from Jamie and me, and to give this to you.
Jamie, get in here.
You really did it to me, Vicky. I've been in so much trouble lately, I'll never get out of this room. One more goof and I'll be getting married and raising a family right in here. For your anniversary, I'll serve you breakfast in bed. Thanks a lot. Hey, wait a minute. Mom and Dad's anniversary. If I get them a nice present, maybe they won't be mad at me. Yeah, great idea. I'll go to the store and get them a present. They said to go to your room. Yes, but they didn't say to stay here. So don't give me any back talk. Just remember who's boss here. Me, the Big J. You've got a lot to learn about life, Vicky. You see, in a case like this, you just gotta sneak out. Sneak out? My dad sleeps late on Saturdays, so I'll be back before they get up. Get in your cabinet. See ya. See ya.
I'm sure your parents will like this. That'll be $4.21 with the tax. I'll gift wrap it for you.
Thanks.
Sorry, kids, we gotta take the display down now. You take the clown. I'll take this one. Gee, it smells nice.
Oh, no.
Here's your gift, young man, and your change.
Thanks.
Let's grab a cup of coffee and then we'll finish up.
Vicky, if you can hear me, come to the door and answer me.
I can hear you.
Listen, we've got a real problem.
My computers are capable of solving problems.
Well, stick this one in your computer. You're locked in this room. How do you get out? What's your answer, Vicky?
That's a real problem.
What a dumb robot.
I'm not a dumb robot. I will solve the problem.
Wow!
Wow.
Let's get out of here.
Hold it right there. Why did you take Vicky out of the house?
He's the boss, the big J. We went to the store.
Oh, hello. Hi, Harriet.
Can Vicky come out and play?
Vicky?
Jamie's cousin?
Oh, Jamie's cousin, right. Yeah. No, Harriet. She can't come out just now.
I told my daddy about her.
Oh, what did you tell him?
Wouldn't you like to know?
All right. How did Harriet know about Vicky?
She was snooping around this morning, and I couldn't help it.
So you told her that Vicky was your cousin.
It takes 9 months to have a sister.
I did not program that in. Well, you're just going to have to be more careful, Jamie. All right, now, was anybody at the store suspicious of Vicky? I mean, was there any problem?
No problem. I broke the door down.
What?
Happy anniversary, Dad and Mom. That's why I went out to buy this for you, even though I knew it'd kill me and I was risking my life, but I didn't care because I love you so much.
It was very sweet of you, Jamie. Thank you.
Come on, Vicky.
Well, we can't very well punish him now.
Listen, Vicky, I've had enough of you for one day. You've been a bad robot.
You said you liked me.
Well, I did this morning. And don't look at me like that. Why'd she have to follow me? I wonder if it's my fault that she did. Maybe I'm being too tough on her. Vicky, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can come out if you want. I can see I'm going to have nothing but trouble with you.
Trouble.
She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere. She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere.
Now, if I had 428 apples, and you had 964 apples, could they be divided into 12 baskets of apples evenly? Man, that's all applesauce to me.
The answer is 116 apples in each basket.
Wow, you're faster than a tongue in an ice cream factory. This is fun.
This is fun.
Oh, hi, kids.
Hello.
Jamie, be careful of that computer. It's not a toy.
I know. I'm just using it for my homework.
Where's Mother?
She's fixing dinner.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
We're having minestrone tonight.
Oh, very good.
Mind if I have seconds?
Help yourself. Thanks a lot. Try snuggling up to the minestrone on a cold night.
Honey, I'm kidding, you know. I know which side my bed is buttered on. Oh.
Hi, Mr. Lawson. Can Vicky come out and play?
No, she's just a little busy right now, Harriet.
Doing what?
Oh, things.
Yeah, thanks.
How come she stays in the house all the time? Is there something wrong with her?
Not at all, Harriet. She just doesn't like to go outside much.
That's unhealthy. Kids need plenty of fresh air and exercise.
Well, that's so true, Harriet, and that's why I want you to breathe very deeply while you jog back home.
My dad thinks you're working on some secret stuff. 'Cause you've got all that electronic junk in your house.
Secret stuff? That's funny. Isn't that funny, Joni?
Funny.
That's funny. Goodbye, Harriet. Nosy neighbors. You know, it's not bad enough that her father bugs me at the office, but he bugs me at home, too.
I'll speak to the pest control man about him.
Yeah. I like your thinking, honey. Now, listen, do you need some help with dinner?
Oh, thanks, honey, but you've had a long day at the office.
I was talking about Vicky. Honey, you should use her more around the house to help out. You know, you can program her to do anything. You can program her to vacuum, do the dishes, anything you want.
No, it makes me uncomfortable taking advantage of a little girl that way.
Joni, honey, she's not a little girl. She's a robot, an android, a mechanical device, just like your blender.
My blender doesn't have big, soft, brown eyes.
I'll see who that is.
I've got it, Dad.
See who it is first.
Vicky, up periscope.
Up periscope.
Oh, no! Vicky, down periscope.
Down periscope.
Who is it, Jamie?
It's Warren Enright, the biggest nerd in school. Nobody can stand him. He's dull, he's obnoxious, and he's got one really terrible drawback.
What's that?
He's very smart.
Jamie, I have something for you.
No, Jamie, here. You have wrong place. This is Sushi Bar.
Jamie, that's not nice, and it's a terrible accent. Let him in.
But if my friends find out, they'll never speak to me again.
Yeah? Well, you don't need friends like that. Now, Vicky, go into the kitchen. Say to Joni you want to help her.
You want to help her?
No. You want to help her.
You want to help her?
No. You just go in the kitchen and say it, okay?
Okie dokie, boss.
I taught her that. She can say okie dokie sahib, too.
Jamie, let him in. And be nice to him. Oh, and keep him in here. I don't want him to see Vicky.
Come on in.
Thanks. Gee, it's really nice of you to let me in your house. Nobody else does.
Don't mention it. And I mean, don't mention it to anyone.
Who would I tell? Nobody talks to me.
Hi, Warren. I'm Jamie's dad. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I'm Warren Enright, Jamie's... I almost said friend, but that's not the right word since all the kids hate my guts.
I'm sure that's not true. And Jamie doesn't hate your guts, do you, Jamie?
I've never seen his guts. But I'm sure they're very nice.
You left your glove on the playground. I figured you wanted it, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Good figuring.
That was really thoughtful of you, Warren. Here, come on over here. Make yourself at home right on the couch here.
Hey.
Jamie, I'm sure you and Warren have a lot to talk about.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Whatever.
Oh, hey, I bought this great stamp for my stamp collection. You want to see it?
Sure, sounds really exciting.
It's in my knapsack.
Need some help?
No, thanks. It's the only exercise I get.
Vicky, I'd like you to take these flowers and put them on the coffee table. And when you're finished, come back, okay?
Okie dokie, boss.
Vicky, please don't call me boss.
Okie dokie, sahib.
Just wait till you see the stamp. It's really old.
It's gonna be a lot older by the time you get that off.
There, got it.
Vicky! Oh, what are you doing in here?
Putting these on the table.
Go back in the kitchen.
When I finish with this as programmed,
We'll go back in the kitchen right now.
I must carry out previous input data command.
Gee, you're really into computer talk.
Let's go, Warren.
Is Vicky your sister?
She's my cousin. Bye.
She's the most beautiful girl I ever saw, and I think she likes me.
Likes you?
Yeah, she's known me for almost a whole minute, and she didn't insult me. She's the only girl who's ever done that.
She doesn't really know you yet.
Can I come over and see her again?
No way. Forget it. Vicky's not your type. Goodbye, Warren. Boy, you sure fooled him. The poor nerd thinks you're a real girl.
The word nerd is not in my memory bank.
Well, it should be. A nerd is the lowest form of life. And this nerd's got a crush on you.
Crushing me will ruin my circuits.
No, I mean he likes you. The way boys sometimes like girls. It has to do with a bunch of mushy stuff like kissing and hugging. Yeah.
Kissing and hugging, yeah.
Well, I guess you don't know about those things. See, this is a hug, nothing personal. And this is a kiss.
Yeah.
And when boys and girls like each other, they call each other by stupid names like honey buns.
Honey buns.
And they bat their eyes at each other like this. You learn fast, Vicky.
Fast like a tongue in an ice cream factory.
Honest, Dad, there's nothing to worry about with Warren. He didn't suspect a thing about Vicky. He thinks she's a real girl.
That's great. That is terrific. You see, honey, that's the one concern I had. Can she pass for human? Honey, that was a terrific dinner. Thank you.
Oh, it's nothing special. Just a little something I've been whipping up since 8 o'clock this morning.
Honey, let Vicky do that. Vicky, take these dishes away.
Oh, no, Vicky. Ted, she helped me before. Vicky, you relax. What's the matter with her?
I guess that's a robot's way of relaxing. I'll get it, Dad. Come on, Vicky.
You can straighten up, Vicky.
I better see who that is. Here.
Up, Vicky. Oh, no. It's the Incredible Nerd again. Put me down, Vicky.
Who is it, Jamie?
The nerd again. What do you want, Warren?
I brought this for Vicky.
I'll make sure she gets it.
Jamie, that is rude. Let him in.
Twice in one day? He'll see Vicky.
Yeah, well, if she fooled him once, she can fool him again. And it's a real good test for her. Come on, Vicky, sit here on the sofa.
Hi.
Come on in before somebody sees you.
Hi, Warren. How you doing?
Hi, Mr. Lawson.
Hey, let me get that for you. There you go. Okay. Well, I will leave you kids alone now. Have fun, okay?
Fun.
Who was it, Ted?
Well, it's Jamie's friend Warren, but I think we better keep an eye on Vicky just in case.
Hi. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
This is for you. It's a real special flower.
A real special flower.
That's because it's the first flower I ever gave to a girl. I wasn't going to come back, but I had to see you. Cause I really like you.
I really like you.
Gee, I like you very much.
I like you very much. Honey bun.
Goodbye, Vicky. I'll be back tomorrow and every day after that, forever and ever.
And ever.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Goodbye, Warren.
Vicky, you created a monster. Only this one wears white socks.
This is fun.
Hi, Vicky. What are you doing?
Your folks went shopping and said to sit here and not touch anything.
They didn't mean it like that. You can relax now.
Relax.
Jamie! Jamie! Oh, no, it's Warren again. Vicky, straighten up and get behind this door. Hurry.
Behind the door. Hurry.
Hi.
What did I tell you at school today? Didn't I say not to come over here anymore?
Jamie, I have to see Vicky. I love her. Cupid has shot his arrow into my heart.
He missed your heart and hit your brain. Vicky doesn't like you, Warren. Not that way.
She can tell me that herself. Where is she?
She went back home to Alaska. Just head north and turn right at the first igloo.
I don't believe you. Are you there? Honey Buns?
I'm here. Honey buns.
Warren, you're wasting your time. Goodbye. I finally got rid of that pest.
I'm still here, and I'll be here forever.
He wouldn't be hanging around if you treated him like real human girls do.
If I treated him like real human girls do.
It's against my gentle nature. But what I'm going to do is program you to treat Warren like all the girls do. Got it?
Got it.
You understand all that, Vicky?
My computers have processed the information.
I hope that's good. Okay, Warren, come on in. Vicky wants to see you.
See? You can't stop true love. Would it be asking too much to leave Vicky and me alone?
Yep.
I figured. Hi.
Hi.
I got this for you. I hope you don't mind. I ate a few pieces while I was waiting. I got a heart-shaped box to show you how much I love you. Do you love me?
Love, yeah.
Well, you don't actually have to love me. With you, I'll settle for a nice, friendly insult.
Warren, yak is an insult.
Oh, good. Vicky, would you like to hear a poem I wrote for you? Honey buns?
You are blubber buns.
Blubber buns? I get the feeling we're drifting apart.
You're an overstuffed toad.
Well, I never said it was good looking.
Yeah, on you.
I already said that.
You're obnoxious and a pest.
I know. I was hoping it was different with you.
A nerd is the lowest form of life.
I'm not even a good nerd. I knew it was too good to last.
Hey, Warren, don't cry. Come on, she's only a girl. Sort of.
Hi, kids.
Hi.
What's the matter?
Why is Warren crying?
Oh, I'm sorry. You'd think I'd be used to it by now.
Used to what?
Well, I thought Vicky liked me, but she's just like all the others. She called me an overstuffed toad.
What?
I also called him blubber buns.
I think I'm getting the picture.
Me too. Jamie in the kitchen on the double. You too, Vicky.
Well, I'll be going.
Oh, no, wait, Warren.
What for? My life is over.
I thought you might like some milk and nice chocolate chip cookies.
Well, I guess my life could be over a little later.
I'm sorry, Dad, but it was the only way I could figure out to get rid of Warren.
Jamie, just because the other kids treat him that way, you don't have to.
That's right, Jamie. Warren has feelings too. How'd you like it if the other kids treated you that way?
I guess I wouldn't.
Kids can be so cruel without even realizing it. Like making up a word like nerd.
That's right. Now, would you believe when I was a kid, they considered me a nerd?
Sure, Dad.
What do you mean, sure, Dad?
It's okay, honey. I got a thing for nerds. Here, honey, bring these into Warren and try to cheer him up, okay?
Okay. Hi. Here, this will make you feel better.
I hope so. I feel like that guy in the TV commercials who uses the wrong deodorant.
Don't feel that way, Warren. You smell good.
So what? Nobody wants to smell me.
Listen, I'm sorry, and I apologize if Vicky hurt your feelings.
Yeah? Gee, I've never been apologized before.
Well, I've been mean to you, and I've put you down a lot. And I'm asking you to forgive me. Kids can be so cruel. I know, I'm one of them. So, do you forgive me?
Oh, sure. Does this mean you like me?
Yeah.
A lot?
A lot.
A whole lot?
A whole lot.
A whole?
Don't push your luck.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. You know, it was bound to happen with Vicky. She's too good for a guy like me. Any girl is.
Listen, that's a bad attitude. You gotta start believing in yourself, Warren. Someday you'll find someone, I'm sure.
But what girl in her right mind would ever like me?
Hi, can Vicky come out, Aunt? Oh, wow. What a hunk. Hunk? Hi there, big fella.
Are you talking to me?
Harriet, this is my friend Warren Enright. He's one of the most popular guys in class.
No, I'm not.
And he's modest, too. You won't find anyone who thinks less of himself than Warren.
That's true.
And Harriet is our delightfully charming neighbor. Say something delightfully charming, Harriet. Buzz off. I'll take it from here. Warren. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at her sight. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere. She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at her sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere.
Guess what I am?
You're a quarterback who's about to rush in and do his homework.
No, what I am is a record breaker. I threw 4 touchdown passes in football practice.
Now, how about your homework, Mr. Montana? You told me you had that big history report that you had to turn in by tomorrow?
Yeah, but that was a mistake.
You mean you don't have to turn it in?
No, I mean I shouldn't have told you about it. Hi, Dad.
Hi. Well, I did it. Took a whole week of programming, but I finally did it.
What did you do?
Well, just a minute, and I'll show you here. Okay, Vicky. Go to the coffee table and get the newspaper.
Go to the coffee table, get the newspaper.
A whole week to get the paper. I knew a poodle who learned that in one day.
There's more, wise guy. Watch what our pretty little robot can do. Okay, Vicky, scan the newspaper.
She's reading that fast?
And storing it in her memory bank. She'll be able to scan anything we want and recite it back. It's a breakthrough that combines robotics, data flow integration, and systolic array processing in the VICI mode.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Look, she's finished a whole paper already.
Uh-huh. Okay. Vicky, what's the lead story on page 1, quickly? Stop, Vicky. Forget I said quickly. What's the lead story on page 1?
Congressman debate national budget.
Lead story on page 2.
Senators speak on taxes till midnight.
Vicky, is there anything in the paper about the football game next Sunday?
Yes, the pro football game will be blacked out on local TV.
Oh, no. I really wanted to see that game.
Yeah, me too, Jamie. I was looking forward to sitting here with our feet up enjoying it together.
Yeah, me too, Dad. Grab a couple of beers and go for the gusto.
In your case, go for the Milko. You know, I have an idea how you both could still see that game.
Yeah? How?
Well, if you do a good job on that book report and your father cleans out the garage, I just might spring for 2 tickets to go to that game.
All right. What do you say, Dad?
It's a deal. Shake. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Vicky, Dad couldn't have programmed you to speed read at a better time.
Time. At the time will be 5:22 and 12 seconds.
No, not that kind of time. I mean, it's just in time for you to speed read my history book for me for that report. Hey, if you can also write the report for me, the Big J's got it made.
The Big J's got it made.
Here's some of my handwriting. Can you copy it?
I can copy anything I can read.
Terrific.
This I cannot read.
Neither can the teacher. It's my secret weapon. Anyway, please copy it. Here, sit down. Perfect. Now, if anybody asks if you did this report for me, you say you don't know anything about it, or the Big J is in big trouble. Got it?
The Big J's in big trouble. Got it?
Okay, improve your mind with my history book. I promised my folks I wouldn't choose you for my homework anymore, but this time I'm only thinking of them. If I don't pass this test, they'll have a son who shaves before he gets out of grammar school.
What is grammar school?
It's yak.
Why is it yeah?
Because teachers take all the fun out of it. They expect you to learn things.
There.
Hi, girls.
Oh, hi.
What's going on here?
Oh, I had Vicky scan my recipe books. What? Vicky, what are the ingredients for a walnut and watercress salad?
The ingredients are walnuts, watercress, apples, Swiss cheese, onion, olives, and...
Why did you stop?
I have to turn the page.
Huh? And I'm also teaching her how to make the salad.
Well, that's great. Now, if you can teach her to vacuum, do the floors, do the dishes, and do the laundry, you'll have all that free time for yourself.
I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah? Well, let me give you a few ideas.
Ted, not in front of Vicky.
Honey, she's a robot, not a child. She's not programmed for this.
No, but I am.
Great timing.
All right, Vicky, go ahead with the salad.
Make it first, shred the watercress.
No, in the bowl.
Mr. Lawson,
Yes.
I hope I'm not disturbing you. I'm Miss Sheets, Jamie's teacher.
Oh, hi. Please come in.
Thank you.
Joan? Joni,
Yes.
can you come in here? It's Jamie's school teacher.
We'll keep doing what the recipe says.
The recipe says crack the walnuts.
Never mind Vicky. We'll just skip the walnuts.
No, Jamie's at football practice.
Oh, I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
Joan, this is Miss Sheets, my wife, Joan.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Thank you. Well, please sit down.
Thank you.
Thanks. I dropped by to talk to you about Jamie.
Oh, well, what in particular did you want to talk about?
His grades.
We've
He
been
really
pushing
does
him really
try
hard. I'm sure we can get him to buckle down.
Oh, he has. His grades have improved dramatically these past few weeks.
You're kidding.
Well, we're really not surprised.
I was just on my way home, and I just had to stop by and tell you about the report Jamie turned in today. The assignment was on obscure but important events in American history. I only expected the children to read 2 chapters of the book. Jamie read all 55. He even found some obscure events even I didn't know, like George Washington being born on February 11th instead of the day we celebrate, February 22nd.
Well, that's Jamie for you.
Well, the report was so good, I'm having it copied for the other children to read. I'm also putting him up for our new honor club.
Honor club?
Oh, we'd love to read the report, Miss Sheets, if you'd be kind enough to send us a copy.
I'll drop it off tomorrow. And I just want to congratulate the 2 of you for inspiring Jamie to show an ability we never knew he had.
He had us fooled for a long time, too.
Well, I'd better be going.
Well, thank you very much for coming by.
My pleasure. Good night.
Goodbye.
Honey, this is fantastic.
Our son, the brave.
Yeah, wait a minute. He's not that smart.
Sure is.
And what's more important, we're not that dumb.
Vicky, what are you doing?
The recipe says toss lettuce to dry.
Vicky, let me ask you something. Do you know anything about Jamie's history report?
I don't know anything about Jamie's history report.
See, honey, maybe we were wrong. Maybe Jamie really did apply himself and dig out those facts about George Washington being born on, I don't know, whatever it was.
February the 11th.
As opposed to the 22nd.
Right.
Right. Hold the phone. I thought so. Jamie has a good brain, all right, but it's in Vicky's head.
Hi. Boy, I was really hot in practice today. Would you believe 3 more touchdowns?
Would you believe Miss Sheets was just here?
Miss Sheets. I've heard that name from somewhere.
Well, I'll give you a hint. She almost flunked you in history last term.
Oh, that Miss Sheets. Well, she's got a real problem, you know.
What's that?
Well, there's this kid who sits in front of me. He's real dumb. She keeps getting us mixed up.
Well, gee, I hope she didn't get you mixed up this time. She was really pleased with that history report you turned in.
Yeah, I was real pleased with it myself.
Well, because of it, she wants to put you in the new honor club. How do you feel about that?
It couldn't happen to a more deserving kid.
If I've told Jamie once, I've told him a dozen times not to use Vicky for his homework.
Yeah, it'd be terrible if he were to be put in the honor club for something he didn't even do.
Well, we're not going to let him get away with it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to confront him face to face. And if that doesn't work, I'll confront his other end.
Ted, wait. Wouldn't it be better if he confessed all by himself? Out of his own sense of honesty and self-respect. Well, let's at least give him the chance to, huh?
Maybe you're right.
Well, it's probably just eating away at him right now. I bet you he tells us at dinner.
Right. At dinner.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him already.
So, it was 4th down and 2 to go. I called for a runoff right tackle, but Reggie didn't want to carry the ball to that side. He said the last time he did, someone bit him on the leg.
Jamie, you've talked about nothing but football all through dinner. Don't you have something else to say?
Something more important, maybe?
Well, it won't be long till basketball season.
Boy, that Abraham Lincoln sure was honest.
What? Right. And what about George Washington? He was probably even more honest.
Right. I think he was just about Jamie's age when he chopped down that cherry tree and, on his own, said, "I cannot tell a lie. I did it."
Does that mean anything to you, Jamie?
Oh, it sure does. You shouldn't let a little kid play with an axe. Excuse me. Well, when I'm worried, I like to pace. Pace for me. You see, I didn't let on to my folks, but I'm feeling real guilty about that history report.
Guilty. That word is not in my memory bank.
Well, guilty is what you feel when you do something you know is wrong and you don't admit it. Stop, Vicky.
Do something wrong and don't admit it.
Right. You put up a good front because you're trying to protect your rear. You understand?
I'm working on it.
I shouldn't have let you do that report. You did it too good.
Too good.
Yeah, and that's bad.
Good is bad.
Right.
I'll go back to the cabinet and work on that too.
You know, I'm not all bad. Sure, I cheated on that history report and took credit for something I didn't do and lied to my teacher and folks about it. But outside of that, I'm terrific.
You're terrific.
I want to tell my folks the truth, but if I do, Dad won't take me to that football game on Sunday. Can you stick that in your computer and figure a way out?
I will stick it in my computer. The answer's forthcoming.
Good. Go to the football game first, then tell the truth. All right. Vicky, you're a lifesaver.
Lifesaver, a round object with a hole in the middle. Not to be confused with a donut or bagel.
Hello, Mr. Lawson.
Miss Sheets, please come in.
Thank you.
Hello, Miss Sheets.
Hi. I have a copy of Jamie's report for you.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to bring that over tonight.
Oh, it was no trouble. I was on my way to a meeting. Is Jamie here? I'd love to see him.
Yes, of course. Jamie, would you come here, please?
Coming, Mom.
Miss Sheets is here.
Uh-oh. It's terrible having a guilty conscience. I was much happier when everybody thought I was stupid. Now remember, Vicky, we've got to stick together.
We've got to stick together.
Right. Yeah, Mom?
Miss Sheets wants to talk to you.
Hello, Miss Sheets.
Hello, Jamie. I'm sure your parents told you about my visit this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
They're both very proud of you, and so am I.
Thank you.
Wait,
Vicky, what are you doing here?
Jamie said we should stick together.
Miss Sheets, this is Jamie's cousin, Vicky. She's staying with us for a while.
Nice to meet you, Vicky.
Nice to meet you.
Isn't it wonderful about Jamie being up for the new honor club at school?
He's putting up a good front to protect his rear.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, Miss Sheets, you see, Jamie...
Dad, let me say something. Miss Sheets, You know how George Washington and Abraham Lincoln told the truth and became presidents?
Yes?
Well, in a minute, I'm gonna have a good chance to become president. Miss Sheets, I cannot tell a lie. I didn't do some of that history report I turned in.
Oh, what part didn't you do?
All of it.
Outside of that, he's terrific.
He is terrific.
That took a lot of courage, Jamie.
Well, Jamie, if you didn't do that report, who did?
I cannot tell a lie. I did.
Honey, did you hear that? Vicky did it.
I couldn't be more surprised.
Well, if Vicky really did do that report, then I'm sure she must remember some of the things she read, like why the new calendar was adopted in 1752.
The old calendar was the Julian calendar, which overestimated the solar year by adding 11 minutes, 14 seconds annually, so it had to be changed.
Where does she go to school?
I don't go to school.
No. Why not?
Teachers take all the fun out of it. They expect you to learn things.
You got a big mouth, Vicky.
Jamie, Miss Sheets, what she means is she doesn't go to a public school. She goes to a private school.
Oh, may I ask which one?
Of course.
Well, which one?
Which one?
It's a very small school. There's only one student.
She has a private tutor.
Oh, I see. Well, I'd better be going. Jamie, I was quite disappointed, but it was very brave of you to admit what you did. If you work real hard at school, maybe you really can get in the honor club someday.
I'll try very hard, Miss Sheets. I really will.
Good. Well, good night, everyone.
Good night.
I wish we had a bright little girl like Vicky at our school.
School is
She's talking about reform school. Good night.
Good night.
Mom, Dad, I'm really sorry about all this, but I did tell the truth. Are you gonna punish me?
I'm afraid so, Jamie.
What kind of punishment?
Well, I'm still going to take you to the football game on Sunday, but I'm getting bad seats.
All right, do you hear that, Vicky?
The big J's got it made.
Thanks, Dad. You're the greatest.
There's one condition, Jamie.
Uh-oh. Did I hug you too soon?
You have to promise, really promise, not to use Vicky for your homework anymore.
No problem, I promise. If I'm lying, may I go to my grave without another Twinkie?
She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere. She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere.
One, two,
Your father wants you.
9, 10.
You skip numbers 3 to 8.
Hey, mind your own business.
Learn how to count.
Don't get bossy. Just because you're my sister now doesn't change our master-slave relationship. That'll do it. Look at that. Frightening, isn't it? Now the other one. Eat your heart out, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Boy, lifting these weights makes you strong.
Makes you strong.
Wow! That's what I call pumping iron.
Okay, how's that? Any clearer?
Oh, it's much clearer.
Great.
But now the picture's only 2 inches high.
Oh, yeah. Strange, but true.
Hello, Mrs. Lawson. Remember me? Olivia Fernwald.
Of course, the nice social worker that helped us with Vicky's adoption.
Yes, Pumpkin? Hello.
Hello. I'm here as part of the usual follow-up on adopted children. Make sure that they're happy in their new homes.
Well, Vicky's having the time of her life.
Oh, she just loves it here.
Good. I'd like to talk to her if I may.
Of course.
Our pleasure.
Can I do it inside the house?
Oh, of course. Whoa. Come on in.
Thank you. Tell me, how is Vicky doing in school?
School?
Well, she hasn't been to school yet.
No? May I ask why not?
Measles.
Pox.
I beg your pardon.
Chicken
Measles.
pie. The poor kid, if it's not one thing, it's another, you know?
Yes, she's very frail.
Mom, Dad, watch. You got to see this. Come here, Vicky.
Did you say she was frail?
Those are fake weights, you know, styrofoam. Here, I'll take that, Vicky.
Oh, Ted, you comedian. He's just the life of the party.
Oh!
Mrs. Fernwell, you remember our son?
Hi.
Hello, Jamie. Oh, Vicky. Oh, I hear you've been ill. How do you feel, dear?
I feel like this.
She's another comedian.
Oh, like father, like daughter.
Jamie, take Vicky to her room so she can lie down and rest.
Right. Come on, Vicky.
I do not lie down and rest. I stand up in my cabinet all night with my eyes open.
She a funny kid or what, huh? Sleeps with a Joan Rivers doll. Can we talk, you know?
Well, she seems to be feeling a little better.
Well, I'm quite concerned about her schooling. Now, she has to go as soon as possible, or else have a tutor at home.
Don't we have any other choices, Mrs. Fernwald?
Yes. We can take Vicky away, or you can go to jail.
We'll get the tutor.
Excellent. And I may have just the man for you, Donald Corbett. I'll call him and see if he can pop by tomorrow, if that's all right with you.
Oh, the sooner the better.
And thanks for taking such an interest in Vicky.
It's all part of my job.
Ow. Oh. Oh, this is great. First we have to adopt a robot, now we have to educate it. What next?
Well, let's just hope she doesn't meet another robot and want to get married.
Oh. Joan? Joni!
Johnny!
Yeah, oh.
Honey, remember, one of us has to be with the tutor and Vicky at all times.
Okay.
I'll remember, honey.
Not you, this honey.
That's probably him. Okay.
Mrs. Lawson?
That's right. Mr. Corbett?
Correct. Now that the niceties are over, shall we get down to business? I take it you are Mr. Lawson?
That's right.
You can take it that I am Vicky.
I figured that out already. Your size gives you away.
I'm programmed to be an average 10-year-old child.
Kids, boy, are they into computer talk these days.
Would you like something, Mr. Corbett? Coffee, tea?
No, thank you. Caffeine keeps me awake. And if you have a dull child, I can catch a few winks. Shall we begin? I would like to establish the level of Vicky's intelligence, or lack of it.
Oh, Vicky's pretty smart.
I'll be the judge of that.
He'll be the judge of that.
Well, at least we shall start out on the right foot.
Start out on the right foot.
She's a bit of a comedian sometimes.
I am not amused. Sit, Vicky. Now, Vicky, I want you to read the first chapter of this textbook while I discuss the terms of my possible employment with your fortunate parents. Now, my working habits are... What is the child doing?
She just loves to count pages.
Right, Vicky?
No, I read the first chapter.
What?
I forgot to slow down her scanner.
What was that?
He said you have a very nice manner.
Oh, yes, I have. So, you read the entire chapter, you say?
Yes, I say.
Well, then, you can undoubtedly tell me what you read.
I can undoubtedly tell you what I read. American History, 5th grade by James Plummer. Copyright 1983. Library of Congress Catalog Publications Data. PS 3452782.
That's enough! This is absolutely amazing.
Just a lucky guess.
Lucky guess? She's memorized it word for word. Vicky, read chapter 2.
Read chapter 2. I have read chapter 2.
Incredible. Vicky, when did Columbus sail to America?
Under the patronage of Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand of Spain, Christopher Columbus set sail for the East Indies in 1492, despite prevailing superstition that the earth was flat.
That's enough! Word for word, again. That proves it beyond any doubt. Mr. and Mrs. Lawson, this is not a normal child.
What do you mean, not normal?
She's a prodigy, a child genius.
Oh, no. You're giving her too much credit. She's just an average, fairly dumb kid with fast eyes.
Mr. Lawson, you don't realize what we have here. I shall begin tutoring her tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Isn't that kind of sudden?
We mustn't waste time. She's a flower waiting to bloom, and I shall be her gardener. Until tomorrow, Vicky.
Until tomorrow.
No! Good heavens, you're strong.
Eat your heart out, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
This is simply amazing.
Mr. Corbett.
No, I cannot wait to tell the scientific and academic community about her.
Mr. Corbett.
No. Goodbye, you adorable little brain, you.
Honey, we can't let this guy in the house. I mean, sooner or later, he's going to find out Vicky's a robot.
I am a child genius. You don't realize what we have here.
Vicky.
No, no, no.
No, no, no. One more adjustment, and the new Vicky will be ready for her tutor, Mr. Corbett.
Oh, Ted, I hope this works.
It has to. The last thing this family needs is a child genius.
Remember that the next time I bring home my report card.
Oh, that's him.
Okay, we'll see how brilliant he thinks Vicky is now. Go.
Oh, please come in. Nice to see you.
Of course it is. Mr. Lawson? And how is my brilliant Vicky today?
I am an adorable little brain.
You certainly are, and you have one of my most endearing qualities, a total lack of modesty.
Mr. Corbett, this is our other child, Jamie.
I'm not a child genius, but what I lack in brains, I make up in personality.
How unfortunate. Well, I'd like to get started. Sit, Vicky. Could we be alone, please?
If you don't mind, Mr. Corbett, Vicky is very shy, and I think she'd be more comfortable if we were present.
So would we.
As you wish. You might even learn something, for which I would charge extra, of course.
Of course.
Jamie, you can run along.
Thanks, I wouldn't want to be accidentally overeducated.
All right now, Vicky. First, I would like to review what you read yesterday. As if I have to. Vicky, who was Christopher Columbus?
She was an Italian explorer.
She? Don't you mean he?
He, she. It's hard to tell in those crazy outfits.
Vicky, how many ships did Columbus have?
1,492.
Oh, now, Vicky, he had 3 ships.
No, he had 3 children with Queen Isabella called Nina, Pinta, and Maria.
I don't understand this. Vicky, why did Columbus set sail for America?
To prove that Queen Isabella was flat.
What's going on here? She is totally confused.
Well, we tried to tell you yesterday, Mr. Corbett. Sad to say, but Vicky has a learning disability.
What kind of learning disability?
Well, she can absorb anything she reads, but she can only retain it for a short period of time.
Oh, this is terrible. This is a tragedy. This was going to make me. Well, under the circumstances, I don't see how I could tutor her.
Right.
Well, we thought not. That's too bad.
Yes, yes. I could have made history with that child. What a loss to the world.
What a loss to the world.
You know, Vicky is a most unusual case, and frankly, what you need is a tutor who is very special, unique, brilliant, a man at the top of his profession. Wait a minute. I'm describing me. This is a challenge, but I shall rise to it. I do not have a gigantic ego for nothing. See you next week, Vicky.
See you next week.
History begins Monday.
Oh, Ted, we just keep on getting in deeper and deeper.
Wait a minute, I've got an idea. Oh, boy, do I have an idea.
Oh, boy, do I have an idea.
Listen, Vicky, it's because of you we're in this mess, so butt out and go to your cabinet.
I'm butting out.
Honey, why didn't I think of this before? Now, when you were in college, what were you studying?
Boys?
You were studying to be a teacher.
Well, right, I was going... Oh, no, wait a minute. I know what you're thinking, Ted, but I never did take my test for the teaching accreditation.
Why not?
Well, a little thing called our honeymoon got in the way.
Oh, yeah. And I gave you an A in Honeymoon 101.
I remember.
Honey, you can be Vicky's tutor and our school problems are over. I'll call the Board of Education and find out when they're giving the accreditation test.
Oh, Ted, I haven't studied in over 10 years. I don't remember any of that stuff.
So you'll cram for it. We'll stall Corbett till then. Honey, this is our last chance. Please.
Well, okay.
Okay, now, Mom, if a rectangular field is 25 feet longer than it is wide, and the area is 3,750 square feet, what are the dimensions of the field?
50 by 70.
50 by 75.
Are you sure?
A child genius does not make mistakes.
What's the next question, Jamie?
Mathematical postulates state that if equals are divided by equals, the results are what?
Can you give me a hint?
That's cheating.
Hinting isn't cheating, it's hinting.
My teacher doesn't give hints.
I'm your mother. Give me a hint.
Hi, how's it going?
Mom's having trouble with her homework.
Oh.
Why don't we send her to bed without any dinner?
Oh, Ted, there's so much to learn.
Well, stay with it, honey. You know, you still got a few days before the test. And I will be making dinner tonight, so you don't have to interrupt your study.
Oh, thanks.
Mom, can't you interrupt your studying just this once? I've tasted Dad's cooking.
Thanks, Jamie. Go get washed up, all right?
Okay. Come on, Vicky.
I don't wash.
You're also lucky you don't eat.
Get out of my kitchen. Move. Oh, come on, honey. Keep studying. I don't want anything to bother you.
Thank you.
Well, what should I make for dinner?
Whatever you want.
You got it. Do we have any spaghetti?
Next to the sugar.
And the sugar is?
Next to spaghetti.
Right. Oh, yeah, here it is. The old spaghetti out. Get some out of the old box. Look at this. I mean, it doesn't fit. We're gonna need like a longer pot here.
Break it in half.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how dumb am I, huh?
Why don't I just do it?
No. Sit down, honey. I don't want anything interrupting you. I mean, I got it now. Let me set the oven for what, 350, 400? Huh? Simple. What's going on here, Jamie?
She's changing the bottle.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll do it. Put it down, Vicky. Ow. I didn't say on my foot.
You didn't say not on your foot.
Where's your mother?
She's not back from the exam yet.
But it was over hours ago.
Hello, Mr. Lawson.
Mrs. Fernwald, what a nice surprise. Please, come in.
Hello, children.
Hello, Mrs. Fernwald.
Hello, Mrs. Fernwald.
Well, I just thought I'd drop by and see how our little student is coming along with Mr. Corbett.
Well, actually, she hasn't started with Mr. Corbett yet. He's a very fine tutor, but we may have found someone we like even better.
Oh, someone you know personally?
Yes, I met her as a baby and when I was in the hospital.
I assume this person is properly accredited.
I hope so.
Ted! Hello, everybody.
Honey, look who dropped by.
Oh.
Don't you have anything to tell Mrs. Fernwald about Vicky's new tutor?
Yes, I do. I'll be tutoring her myself, Mrs. Fernwald.
Yeah, right.
Way to go, Mom! Way to go, Mom!
We're a very supportive family.
Well, I'll be going. But I will be back periodically to check up on Vicky's progress.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Perfect family.
Honey, you did it!
Oh, barely. I had to wait around and beg the examiner to grade my paper right away. They usually don't do that.
Well, how'd you manage it?
Well, let me put it this way. Don't be surprised if he phones me for a date.
She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere. She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere.
Late. What time did you tell the other club members to be here, Reggie?
I stuck a note in their school lockers that said 4 o'clock sharp.
Did you say today?
I knew I forgot something.
Right. Well, at least read the minutes of the last meeting, Vicky.
The last meeting started at 4:03 and broke up at 4:04 when the president said, "Let's collect dues."
Well, I've got to be going. What's the rush? I had to stop by our pharmacy to pick up a prescription for my mother. She's pregnant. She's going to have a baby.
You're kidding.
Well, it's either that or she swallowed a basketball. You do know how that stuff our babies are made, don't you?
Of course I do. Except for a few minor details.
Such as what?
If I knew, they wouldn't be minor.
I know how babies are made.
You do, Vicky?
Yes. First a bee stings the father, then the bee stings the mother, then they call in a stork who delivers the baby.
Say what? Vicky, who told you a dumb story like that?
Your father.
Dad?
You don't think your father really believes that stuff, do you?
Of course not. But if he does, he's in a lot of trouble. I think I better have a talk with him and check it out.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Harriet. Bye, Harriet.
I'll be back. Boy, I can sure clear a room. What are you doing, Vicky? We were talking about making babies. You mean like when a mommy gets, you know, pregnant?
My father might hear us. I'm not supposed to say that word, let alone talk about it.
Talking is not the way you get pregnant.
How do you get that way?
First, a bee stings the father, then the bee stings the mother, then they call in a stork who delivers the baby.
A bee, huh? Oh, I like that a lot better. A girl at school told me that a girl could get pregnant from kissing a boy.
Wrong. Jamie's mother kisses his father all the time, and she doesn't look like she swallowed a basketball.
Okay, through the hole. Pick up the thread. Pull it through. You got the idea, Vicky?
Got the idea.
Here, you give it a try. It takes a lot of practice to get the hang of it.
It takes a lot of practice.
Vicky, nobody likes a show-off robot.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Hen. Got a kiss?
Mm-hmm.
You can't get pregnant that way.
Has she been watching Dr. Ruth on cable TV?
Oh, who knows where she picks things up. How was your day, honey?
Terrible. I even stopped to look at a house for sale on the other side of town.
Well, why would we want to live way over there?
Because Brandon Brindle lives way over here. Oh, honey, ever since he became head of our department, he's been insufferable. And cheap, he stuck me for lunch again today. Honey, he's the guy who invented going to the restroom when the check arrives.
Oh, Ted, I'm dyeing clothes in there. Well, honey, why do you keep letting them get away with it?
I calculate it's because Honey's no smarter now than he was before.
Thanks, Vicky. Go to your cabinet.
Go to my cabinet, go to my cabinet. You always say that when you can't think of something better.
I think our robot needs a little slap on her plastic tush.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Brandon. Come in.
This is not going to be a pleasant social visit.
We know.
What's wrong, Brandon?
My wife, Bonnie, and I are very, very, very upset with you. I'm referring to what your Vicky told our sweet, innocent little Harriet.
What did Vicky tell Harriet?
About sex.
Well, Brandon, if you're spelling that for me, I already know about it.
What exactly did Vicky tell her, Brandon?
About having babies. Oh. Vicky told Harriet that a woman gets pregnant from being stung by a bee.
You mean that's not the way it happens?
Ted. Brandon, I can't imagine where Vicky would have gotten a strange idea like that. What, can you, Ted?
Beats me.
Well, Vicky obviously learned it from somebody around here. Now, the question is just what do you propose that I do about Harriet?
Well, I guess you'd start by keeping her away from bees.
That's not funny. My little Harriet is only 8 years old, and now because of your daughter, I'm going to have to talk to her about sex. I don't even talk to my wife about it. We leave notes for each other in the bathroom mirror.
Ted, do you think Vicky could have picked up that bee story from Jamie?
Well, it's close. She picked it up from Jamie's father.
You told her that?
Oh, I got it straight from a pregnant parrot.
Come on, Ted. Why would you program Vicky with a ridiculous story like that?
Well, honey, she's supposed to be a 10-year-old kid, you know. I figured she should know something about the subject. And when I was 10, that's what I thought.
Hi.
Hi, hon.
Dad, we have to talk. Would you mind if we went into the living room, Mom? It's kind of man-to-man stuff.
No, dear. You go right ahead.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
This won't take long, Dad.
Got all the time you need, Jamie. What's on your mind?
Well, this is kind of hard for me, but I'd like to talk to you about how babies are made.
Jamie, that's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'm not. I meant you. Dad, how do they make babies?
How? Well, how? With the...
You know, don't you?
Of course I know.
So tell me.
All right. I guess it's time, Jamie. Jamie, you see, a man and a woman, they, what they do is they talk it over. And then the bee stings the man, the bee stings the woman, then they have a baby. I think I hear your mother calling. It's been really nice having this talk with you, Jamie.
Amazing. If that's what he really thinks, then how in the heck did they ever have me?
What was that all about?
S-E-X.
What did you tell him?
Oh, well, I told him the same thing I told Vicky.
Oh, Ted, you didn't.
Well, he caught me off guard. It was so sudden. I didn't know what else to say.
Honey, you can't let him go around thinking that. You know what will happen?
What?
He'll grow up to be like his father. You really got to tell him the truth.
Yeah, but how much of the truth?
Well, why don't you go by the library and pick up one of those books that they use for children to help explain it all?
That's a good idea. That's what I'll do.
You might even pick up a few pointers yourself.
I can't get over it. My dad must really believe that story about the bees. It's embarrassing.
Are you sure he wasn't just kidding you?
No, my dad doesn't have much humor.
Well, these days, people age fast. Maybe his mind is going and he forgot.
Someday I've got to tell him the real facts of life. But the problem is, will he believe an 11-year-old kid?
Hey, I've got an idea. They've got these books that tell you all about things like that.
You mean Playboy and Penthouse?
No, the kind of books that parents get from the library to show their kids.
Did you ever see one?
I didn't have to. I've got an older brother with a big mouth.
Hey, I've got an idea too. Yeah, I bet it'll work.
What's that?
Well, you see, since my dad programmed Vicky with the wrong facts of life, I could program her with the right facts of life so she can tell him.
What do you mean, program Vicky?
Oh, I mean, she's into all that computer stuff. You could even say she's got microchips for a brain.
Well, your idea's worth a try. Your dad sure can go through life this way.
Yeah. I gotta make him understand that if you step on a bee, the only thing that swells up is your foot.
I was just writing a letter to you folks. Is there anything you want me to say?
Yeah. Tell them not to worry.
About what?
That I'm going to strangle Brandon Brendel, but no jury on earth would convict me.
Obviously, a mercy killing. What did he do now?
He moved me out of my nice, big, comfortable office into one about the size of a filing cabinet. It doesn't even have a window, just a crack in the wall with a green thing growing out of it.
Well, why would he do that?
Well, isn't it obvious? To get back at me for what Vicky said to Harriet about S-E-X.
Oh, honey, I'm sure it's just temporary. Oh, well, by the way, did you get a chance to look into that book that we talked about yesterday for Jamie?
Yeah. Honey, I had no idea the library had so many books about how to tell a kid the facts of life. They even have one where things pop out at you. You ever come face to face with a cross-eyed chromosome in 3D? It scared me. I screamed out loud. They asked me to leave the library.
Oh, honey, Jamie's in his room now. Why don't you go have that talk with him?
I'll do it tomorrow. First things first. I'm going to write that idiot Brendel a letter and let him know what I really think about him. I want to do it while I'm still hot.
Ted, is that wise?
No, but it's so satisfying. Okay, how does this sound? May all the cholesterol in your veins find a home in your fat head.
Oh, how are the socks coming, Vicky?
I finished one already.
Oh, good. Let me see it. these socks were supposed to be for Ted, not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
What's this?
It's a sock that Vicky made for you.
Oh. Looks like a turtleneck sweater for a snake.
Why didn't you give it to Brandon?
Oh, honey. You know that letter I wrote to Brandon yesterday?
Yeah?
Well, this morning I dropped it off in the corner mailbox.
I was hoping you wouldn't.
I wish I hadn't. After I got to work, I found out why Brandon moved me into that closet.
Why?
The company president is having my office redecorated as a surprise for my 5th anniversary with the firm.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I could kick myself.
Oh, I could help you.
I could help both of you.
My only hope is that the mailman hasn't picked up the mail yet from that corner mailbox.
Oh, well, Ted, maybe we should call the post office and find out what their pickup schedule is. Maybe you lucked out.
I wish I could get that letter from the box, but fast.
Get that letter from the box, but fast.
I don't think it'll work, honey. Once you mail a letter, they don't give it back. They deliver it.
Well, at least it gives you a 50-50 chance.
What do you mean?
You know the Postal Service. Either they deliver it or they lose it.
Hope they keep their record intact.
Ted, why don't you apologize to Brandon in advance, and then he'll forgive you?
Are you kidding? He still hasn't forgiven his baby doctor for slapping his face by mistake. Oh, no. That's probably Brendel now. All right. I stand behind everything I said in that letter. In fact, you ought to thank me for some of the things I left out.
You said get the letter from the mailbox.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant, Vicky.
Now you tell me.
Vicky, come here. Let me look at the schedule. Ted, they picked up the mail this morning.
Oh, no, well, I better take this back before they pick me up. Here, Vicky, give it to me. Oh! This is heavy.
Ted! Oh, Ted!
Open your eyes, Vicky. Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on out. We got work to do. But first, clean up my room and make my bed.
No.
Vicky, a robot doesn't say no.
It does when your mother tells it to say no.
Great. Well, there's something else you can do for me. You see, it's Saturday, so my dad's home this morning. And I'm going to tell you the real facts of life, and you're going to tell them to him.
I already know them. The bee stings the man, and then the bee stings...
That stuff's for kindergarten. Or my father. Forget all that. Now listen carefully. This is really going to open your circuits.
We got our morning mail. Dum-da-dum-dum. You know what that means?
Letter from Jack Webb?
No. Means that Brendel got his mail, too. My letter was probably in it.
Do you think he'd believe April Fool a little early? I'll get it. Oh, hi, Brandon. How are you?
Angry! Yeah, furious! I am so teed off, I could kill!
Ted, it's for you.
Morning, Brandon.
This letter that I just got is the vilest, the most contemptible, vicious piece of character assassination I've ever read.
I know, Brandon, but
The person who wrote this should be horsewhipped.
Brandon, I think the person who wrote the letter feels just terrible about it.
I doubt it. No, to give you some idea of the mentality of this sleazeball, he didn't even have the nerve to sign it.
I know, Brandon, but... What?
See for yourself.
Honey, the sleazeball didn't sign it.
Obviously a lucky sleazeball.
Yeah.
I can't show this letter to my wife. She puts me on such a pedestal, you know.
I'm sure.
Normally, we share everything. We never hide anything from each other. Of course, we get undressed in the dark.
Brandon, why are you showing this letter to Ted?
Well, he knows everybody at work. Can you think of anybody who hates me?
Oh, Brandon, I think most of the people at work think of you the same way I do.
Gosh, Ted, that's awful nice to hear.
Listen, Brandon, why don't you let me get rid of that nasty letter? I mean, we don't want Bonnie to see this even by accident, do we?
That's a good idea. Ted, I always knew you were a real friend.
Oh.
No matter what Bonnie says. Well, I better be going. Bye.
Now, are you sure you got everything I told you, Vicky?
All the information is in my memory bank.
Good. Now go into the kitchen and tell my dad you want to talk to him. And don't take no for an answer.
Well, honey, I hope you learned your lesson about poison pen letters.
Oh, I sure have. Never signed them. I guess I was so upset I forgot to.
I have to have a talk with you.
Yeah, well, not now, Vicky, after I'm finished eating.
Now.
Vicky! Vicky!
Vicky, what are you doing?
Vicky!
We have to have a man-to-man talk.
Vicky, would you be careful? My arm doesn't screw off like yours does. All right, Vicky. What do you want?
You have to learn the real facts of life. Your bee story is for the birds.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, this is the way it really happens. And that's not all.
No, that's enough, Vicky. See, that's an awful lot to absorb at one time.
There's a lot more where it came from.
Not when I get through with your memory bank. No doubt you heard that from Jamie.
No doubt.
Ted, what was that all about with Vicky?
Oh, nothing.
Well, why didn't you go have that talk with Jamie?
Oh, it's not necessary, honey. He's set for life.
I'll get it, Dad! Hi, Jamie. Bye, Harriet. What do you want, Harriet? I have to talk to Vicky. It's very important. Oh, okay. Vicky, door. I think you ought to know that my father told me the real facts about babies have to do with salmon swimming upstream to lay eggs.
Forget it. I'm set for life.
She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, brings love and